Is what? As we know, स्नेहा is a lady. Then आयुर्वेद में जो स्नेह का लिखा हुआ है, तो स्नेह means lady. Lady is having a too much love, and similar concept is written in our Ayurveda. The each and every preparation in Ayurveda is moving around the sneha. So let us let us come together to embark the journey of a beautiful lady Sneha, step by step. I would like to continue this first. So we are going to discuss the integrative prospect of the Ayurveda and the modern. Literally, if we are seeing that the lipid is underrated from last many years ago, the people are thinking that the lipid is bad for the health, and the modern scholars is advised to patient to stick strictly away from the fat. Nowadays, vicious cycle is round, and now the importance of the lipid again comes as a most evolving things in the newer world. As we know, in Ayurveda, as we know, lipid is having the multiple functions. It is a basic body structural unit of each and every cell. It is an important precursor for the hormones. It is important for the vitamins, thermoregulatory properties, immune metabolism, neural development, and the organ protection, such as my heart. If my heart is beating, the fat is providing the frictionless movement to my heart. So, lipid is divided into the multiple parameters. First, we are going to discuss the lipid, fat. Fat which is solid at the room temperature is known as the fat, and the oil which is not solid at the room temperature is known as the tela. Further classification of a lipid, if I am going to observe that if lipid is combined with some molecules, its function is entirely different from the each of others. If lipid is attached with the phosphate molecules, it is an important component for the cell wall and the new myelin sheath. And if it is attached with the carbohydrate moiety, it is important for the cellular signaling. And if it is attached with the protein molecule, then it is work as the transporter for the lipids. As we know, the lipoproteins are subdivided into the multiple categories: LDL, VLDL, HDL. These are the subcategories which is divided when the lipid is attached with the proteins. Lot of the bioactive molecules is derived from the lipid. Whenever we are taking the fat tail in the form of a tail, it is going to be hydrolyzed in our body, and different biochemical molecules is released from that tail. The fatty acid, when it is going to our body, it is digested and converted into the fatty acid and the glycerol. And fatty acid is further converted into the multiple subdivision: short chain fatty acid, long chain fatty acid, very long chain fatty acid, and these are working differently. Similarly, the steroid is a subdivision of it is a division. It is a precursor. The precursor molecule of the steroid is the cholesterol. It is a 27 carbon compound and having a 4 ring, and it is a main precursor for the multiple hormones. And eicosanoids are the 18 to 20 carbon compound, and it is work as the micro signaling for the cells, such as the prostaglandin, interleukins, and the thromboxane. Steroid is again having a special categories: cholesterols, corticosteroids. As you know, it is main responsible for the carbohydrate metabolism. Vitamin D, it is also a fat soluble vitamin, and in the presence of the sunlight, the cholesterol is converted to the vitamin D, and lot of the sex hormones is also derived from the cholesterol. So LDL is not bad, it is good for the health also. Again, the fatty acid is divided into the two categories: saturated fatty acid and unsaturated fatty acid. It is divided only on the basis of the bond. If all the carbon compound bonds are saturated with the hydrogen molecule, then it is a saturated fatty acid, and saturated fatty acid is the solid at the room temperature. And if there is a double bond in between the carbon molecule, then it is an unsaturated fatty acid. And the situation of a double bond, the unsaturated fatty acid is divided into the omega-3, omega-6 and omega-9 fatty acid. The omega-3 is, when we call the omega-3 fatty acid, it is a methyl group. From the terminal end of the methyl group, if the third position of a carbon having a double bond, due to the double bond there is a straightening of fatty acids, little bit change, and due to that it is loosely packed. Like a saturated fatty acid is tightly packed with each other due to the, because it is having a straight structure. And in the unsaturated fatty acid, if there is a double bond in between the carbon molecule, now the fatty acid is slightly kink, and due to that it is not loose, it is not tightly packed, and so it is helpful for the our health. So in the omega-3 fatty acid, the third carbon, the third position of a carbon from the methyl side or from the omega side is a double bond. In the omega-6 fatty acid, is the sixth carbon position is in the double bond, and in omega-9 fatty acid, there the ninth carbon compound is the double bond. Out of this omega-3 and 6 carbon, omega-3 and 6 is the essential fatty acid, and the omega-9 is non-essential fatty acid. So we should take the omega-6 and omega-3 from the diet. Trans fatty acid, when the carbon compound is having the same hydrogen molecule in the same side, then it is omega-3 fatty acid. And when the carbon compound is when the hydrogen bond in opposite side, then it have a trans fatty acid, and it is dangerous for the health, and it is increases the HDL in our body. Understanding the lipid, we are going through the lipid profile each and every day, and how do we estimate this the lipid profile by if we are assessing from the 4:3:2:1. The 4 is the cholesterol, total cholesterol level should be 4, and the total triglyceride level should be at the ratio of 3, and the LDL ratio should be in the 2, and HDL ratio should be in the 1. So 4:3:2 pattern should be the cholesterol pattern. If we are thinking about the digestion, when we take the fatty diet, the lipase and the bile acid in the stomach, it is digest the fat, and fat is converted into in the form of a micelle, and micelle is absorbed in the enterocyte, and from there it is goes to the lymphatic system, and from lymphatic system it is entered in the blood system, and from the blood it is deposited in the different places by the presence of LDL receptors. So in Ayurveda, lot of the description regarding the Sneha in Charak, particularly chapter Sutrasthan 13 is dedicated for the Sneha. There is 4 types of a fat is described in the Ayurveda: Grita, Tala, Sneha, Grita, Tala, Vasha and the Majja, and they are having a different properties. In the Ayurveda, not only the 4 types of Sneha is described, also there is a beautiful description of using of the sneha according to the season. In which season what kind of a sneha we should use. Particularly if we are using the grit in the Sarat season, it is specified Vat and the Pitta. If we are using the Tal in the winter season and the Varsha Ritu, it specified Vat. So there is a very judicial description of using the sneha in the Ayurveda. And it's, in Ayurveda, sneha should be also used according to the Agni of a patient. Agni of a patient and the Prakriti of a person. So we should, whenever we are prescribing the sneha, we should be assess the Agni of a particular patient. we should use the Sneha according to the disease conditions. In different disease condition, we should use judicially the different kind of a ghee, Sneha. And most important thing is that when we are using the Sneha, we should use the Anupan according to the Sneha. If you are using the grit, we should use the lukewarm. If you are using the tel, we should use the use after that. And if you are using the Vasa and Majja, then we should use the man after that. If you are nothing is available at the time of taking the Anupan, then the best Anupan is to take the warm water. So today I am going to summarize my topic because there is a lot of the कार्यक्रम is after me. So I am going to say that we should use the Sneha with the judicial pattern, and so can we get benefited to anti-inflammatory and pro-inflammatory activities of the Sneha. As in Ayurveda described, the Grita is Grita is having the property of anti-inflammatory, and the tail is having the property of inflammatory. So judicial use of a Sneha should be keep in mind when we are prescribing to the patient regarding the diet. Thank you so much.